What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And today is a long awaited video. I know I was supposed to do this actually Thursday. Um, Things come up sometimes, guys. Like I keep my normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday streams at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but I am trying to do Friday mornings. It just seems like last night my neighbors kept me up. And so I was up pretty late last night. I wasn't able to get up at 10 o'clock this morning. So I'm trying for those 10 o'clock ones, but sometimes they won't happen. But today we have to talk about ACH. We used to talk about Alchemy Pay a lot on this channel. And today it is going absolutely crazy. And I want to make some money in a crypto right now. And unfortunately, I didn't get into ACH before this absolute just blast off today. But we're going to talk about several different cryptos. We still are going to have our ICP video tonight at 6 p.m. I just wanted to make a video right now. I wasn't able to make one earlier today. So I'm like, hey, man, I'm just going to make a, ACH, AMP, Ankr, Graph, and all sorts of videos. So let's go into some technicals right now. That'll give people a little bit of time to make it over here. I know this is just a pop-up. I didn't even put it anywhere. So let's just look at Alchemy Pay first. Look at this. Oh my God, dude. Finally, we get some nice action in a bear market. The last action we saw like this came from DogMe or Ghost token, right? ICP tokens. So we haven't seen a lot of major blast off lately. Actually, ACH is number 275. So it normally wouldn't really be on our radar, but this is a really good crypto. I am definitely wanting to pick up more of this before the bull market happens. It has these crazy giant blast offs all the time during the bull market. And obviously it has some in the bear market too. So we can check this candle chart out and get an idea of just what craziness happened today. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of volume. The last little, pump we had was on September 28th, and it went from about 1.137 cents all the way up to about 1.4 cents. So that was a nice little pump. And then further drawbacks, we have this big sell-off right here of volume and just kind of accumulation from there, more dumps, and then this massive. So this is what I'm expecting actually with ICP, Bitcoin, and a lot of other cryptos as well. There's a massive W in almost every single long-term chart there is. Maybe even on this one that just broke out. So let's go actually look at the weekly. And see if we can't see. Yeah, look at this W perfectly, baby. This is what I've been talking about in crypto right now. We are in a massive W, guys. W means double bottom blast off. And that's exactly, that was a really bad W. Sorry, let's make it again. But this is a legit W, everybody. I mean, this is a legit, gosh, why do I always go down so far? I'm going to try to track it perfectly. Okay. There we go. So that is a massive W. And that is what we're seeing all across crypto right now. Look at the big volume over there and look at this big volume here. So double bottom blast off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. Boom. And this is what I was expecting for ICP, Bitcoin, and a lot of others. Actually, let's go look at Bitcoin before we go to these others, because if Bitcoin is getting ready for a massive W, ICP is getting ready for a massive W. This could be really good, especially we need Bitcoin. The crazy part is we went down crazy with a lot of other crypto, and Bitcoin's still sitting at 19K. So they're definitely using the Bitcoin dominance to smash the altcoins further down. And that to me means that there's going to be a big move coming soon to the upside. When they smash to the downside like this, it means that they're wanting to buy more, and we're going to eventually have a big move to the upside because of that. So I'm really looking for a big move coming pretty soon. We have this big dump off that happened. Look at this W right here with Bitcoin, baby. We have a W, but we haven't had the blast off yet. That's all we're waiting on for the blast off is the blast off, man. We're at the W. So we had this big W formed on here. The same with Alchemy Pay, but it actually played out. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This nice, W pattern forming. So we want that to go crypto wide. It is perfect for a W right here. Double bottom. We have like 6 candles here, 6 candles here. Let's go, baby. It's time to blast it up. All right, now let's go look at Ethereum, see if Ethereum has a double bottom as well. And then tonight we're going to look at ICP and see if ICP has that double bottom as well. So we could be in a really good place. Like I said, it gets worse before it gets better most of the time. So even if we, had this pullback, I am expecting a big move to the upside, as compensation. So this is kind of cool. Check it out. All right. So let's go to that weekly, right? Because this is a big W. This isn't just a small W. This is a massive several month long W. And it is here. We could even have, Ethereum go down a little bit more and still stay in this double bottom, but it is a double bottom right here. Boom, boom. Even if you just did it like this without a W, just like this. 1 bottom, 2 bottom. That's a double bottom right there, guys. And that's in every single crypto that there is. Look at this double bottom, right? 1 bottom, 2 bottom, blast off, right? Double bottom, blast off. So the only difference is this was in a downtrend. So we need to see, nope, this is in kind of an uptrend. So maybe that's why we haven't got the double bottom blast off, because instead of, you see how Alchemy Pay from this bottom to this bottom goes down. Well, this bottom to this bottom goes up. So maybe that's why we haven't broke out, or maybe it still will. Who knows? But with this one, it's a really big W, right? A massive W. So, I mean, we could really take off, even all the way up to $2,800 with this W, or even 2,500 right there. So this could be a massive, probably 2,500 actually. So not this one. Take that off of there. So this is looking pretty good. We could go all the way up to this $2,500 level with Ethereum, with Alchemy Pay. It actually went all the way up to its resistance right here at 1.7, and now it's settling back down to find resistance right about 1.5. So there's Alchemy Pay for you. There's not a whole lot of money to be made with this now, but what I wanted to show you is all the other cryptos are in that kind of W formation. The Bitcoin was as well. And this is the one we really need to watch, is the Bitcoin on the weekly. If we can get this, weekly double bottom blast off, we could see a $25,000 Bitcoin again. And we might even go up and touch 30. But I would probably say we're going to go up and touch that $24,000 resistance. So that's how I'm seeing it. There could be 2 different W's. There could be a smaller one right here. That's kind of the cool thing. You could have just kind of the smaller W pattern, right? And we probably should already broke out of it, but it's still here. That can still be a double bottom right here. So, or we could go all the way from up here, all the way down, right? And that one is way bigger. So that could bring us all the way up to 38,000 again. But this one's the more likely scenario right here at about 26,000. This or even 30K, like I was saying, but this is the more likely W, is this smaller one at 25. So if we hit, we go all the way back up to 25, which is not unreasonable. We've had a lot of volume in the last few weeks. Look at the amount of volume that it took to sell off, and look at the amount of volume when we're pumping. So something isn't right here with all of this volume. Look at all that very, very little volume while we're dumping. Massive amounts of volume, and we can't pump. That means the market's going to stay down no matter how much, volume, until a certain point at least. But this isn't enough, obviously. 2.77 million ICP or Bitcoin, which is billions of dollars, isn't enough. So we need like a lot of money in the market to move it right now in a bear market. We're at $915 billion total market cap. So now let's go to AMP and look. It is basically even on the day, but look at Alchemy Pay. It is up 40% today, guys. So AMP, let's see if we have a double bottom here as well. And if we do, maybe we have some indicators that can tell us where we need to break out and if it's a good purchase price right now. Nope, AMP does not have a double bottom. As you can see, not even close. So AMP is in a falling wedge pattern, though, I believe. So let's kind of, I mean, we had this downtrend right here, and then it went sideways there, but I'm going to continue with it. There was one right there that broke out. And we just had another breakout just because it would go sideways because there's no volume in AMP, is what it seems like. So it is a possible descending triangle right here. Or I want to find something good. Maybe a descending broadening wedge. I mean, yeah, it's not looking good for AMP in the technicals. So, and it might pump just because it's in a weird low place. Is this the all-time low? It might actually even be the all-time low. Yeah, it is the all-time low. Let's look at AMP USD though. Because that'll, yeah. So we are at an all-time low with AMP. As you see, it's in a massive downtrend. So there's not a lot of volume. Let's see how much volume. It's probably only a couple million. Yeah. Oh, 5 million. I mean, it's up. Normally it sits around 2 or 3 million. The market cap's $204 million. That's not bad. So AMP is still, it's still here. It's at a super low price, and this is probably where I'd be entering, dollar cost averaging in the bear market right at this price. So now let's look at XRP. It's basically staying at the same price, but it had a major blast off to the upside a few weeks ago, as you're going to see here. Yeah, look at this major blast off. It's because they won a major part of the case. What they were doing is they were seeking to keep out documents. The SEC was seeking to keep out documents that say that Ethereum is not a security. Because if Ethereum isn't a security, then XRP isn't a security. And if they have that evidence, it helps the case a lot. So, and the SEC had to hand it over. So I think that's what happened, and we had this major pump. So imagine what's going to happen if XRP wins the lawsuit, right? So this is probably going to go to like $10 or $20. Not even in a couple days, not even a joke. Like this crypto, but it has a double top right here. See how I was talking about double bottoms? Well, we got to look at it on the other side too. This one has a double top, which means, a W, an M, right? It's an M. And what do M's do? They go to the downside, right? W's go to the upside, M's go to the downside. So just like we had our W here, we have our M here. That doesn't mean it's necessarily going to go down. And this doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to go up, right? Even on Bitcoin and the W, right? So, but it is a good indicator that, hey, we're at a double bottom here. This is a really low price at a low, already established low price over here. So if we don't break this support level, most likely we follow the W back up. So yeah, this one looks like it might have caught support here, but the most likely scenario is that it goes down to about 45 cents. If it does break down further. So, but in the scheme of things, I think XRP is a good purchase all around. And let's go look at Ankr now. I want to look at Ankr, then we'll look at Polygon. I want to kind of do cryptos we haven't looked at for a while that I think are still, if they're still here, they're still good, right? If they survived. So Ankr is 109. This is one of my favorite cryptos to make, short-term money on in a bull market. 14 million in volume. That's more than the Flexa payment network, right? Ankr has a lot to do with cross-chain, collaboration as well. They work with a lot of different cryptos, so that's probably why they have so much volume. the more crypto blockchains that you work with, the more volume that goes into that crypto, right? Because you have more, places to use it, more, entities rely on your system. So they use your Ankr token to use your system, and boom, there you get lots of volume. That's why I don't understand why Flex isn't more, but 5 million is not too bad. The Flex of payment system is bad to the bone. All right, it looks like we might have a W on Ankr as well, but I don't know. Oh yeah, oh man, we have a massive W. Look at Ankr. Look at this thing, dude. It just went to a nice 6 cents, all the way from 2 cents in the bear market, man. These are the kind of crypto you need to keep an eye out for in the bear market, guys. So this is what I did you a disservice by not telling you guys as much about these. I'm sorry. I did myself a disservice too. But I've been well, not really, because I mean, Internet Computer is awesome, and I just wish I would have been looking at these ones more too. Internet Computer right now is more of a long-term game, but it might actually do some short-term gains here pretty soon, especially being at this low level. But these, you can gain nice amounts of money in the bear market, just like, I mean, you could have with ICP too. You could have doubled your money. But this looks like a good place to get in. It looks like we could possibly be seeing a double bottom here. But I don't know. There's also a falling wedge. So kind of like that, I guess. And then like that. Yep, falling wedge right here. So that's good. I mean, Ankr's looking really good. It's in a nice falling wedge and a W too. So this, man, I think I almost have to buy some of this like right now. This is the best looking entry point I've seen in crypto right now. Not financial advice, but geez, look at that. And it could just keep going down, right? But man, this looks good. If it breaks below this support line, then yes, it is going to go down and find a new all-time low. But if we bounce off of this right here, Bitcoin hits its W, then Ankr is going to probably go at least up to 4 cents and a possible reach all the way up to 5.5 cents. So that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Now let's go take a look at Polygon real quick. Well, no, let's do more Ankr. I'm gonna get some indicators out here because I really want to know if we are gonna be moving on this one. We need the RSI too. Let's get a little bit deeper into this one, guys, because this does look like a good purchase right now. We just moved below the simple moving average, which is why we went down, but it does look like this is just a test of that. It hasn't really broke down. This is just the first test of that support. So if we do, and there's support right here as well. Remember, when there's support on the RSI, there's also support in the chart right here as well. So that is really good information. If we do bounce off of this support, we are going to go at least up to 2.9 again and test that level for a breakout. So this could be a good thing for them. Let's look at the RSI 31.5. Okay, we are way below the RSI at 31 there on the 9. So let's get the 21 out and maybe the 50 as well. Okay, let's get rid of the 9. Let's look at this 50. Because the 50 should be... Oh, the 50 is way up there. Okay. So we have a lot of resistance here. That's the thing. We are at a nice bottom. But with this, if this holds support right here, and goes up with this support, it is going to go up again, and it could even blast off and take off out of here. And Ankr is looking really, really good for purchasing right now. All right. That does look good. The RSI, everything. I'm kind of happy with everything. Let's see the Bitcoin RSI, though. Is Bitcoin going to come back too? Is Bitcoin in a place of recovery? I mean, this is what we need to know. Because if Bitcoin comes back, then yes, we're going to see a W. Basically, all out throughout crypto. A lot of cryptos are in that W, except like AMP. Let's see. So we have the EMA 9 at 20,121, and then we have the EMA 21 at 23,440. That's on the weekly, though. So these are major levels to look for on the weekly. If we can get above 20,121, then we could actually possibly break out of this W. We go all the way back up to 23,440 to touch the EMA 21. That will be considered a double bottom breakout at that point. Then it might even take this 24 level and bring us all the way up to touch 26, or we get a little bit above the 24 level and get rejected back down below it. Those are the scenarios that are going to happen, because look at that volume. It's a nice amount of volume. It really is. $38 billion in volume. It's down 11%, but man, that's still a lot of volume. I mean, yeah, you look at it normal days, like 18 billion. So this is that's why I said you need to KYC, guys, not know your customer, know your crypto. KYC, know your crypto, know how much volume goes into Bitcoin on a daily basis in the time of the market that you're in. This is going to be different in a bear market and a bull market, but if you watch it every day for weeks and you get, a normal average price that it stays at, and we go way above that, yeah, it's below yesterday, the last 24 hours, but we're actually 20 billion higher than last week when I was watching it. So that to me means there's a lot of, and you can see here on the RSI, there's a lot of volume coming in at these levels. People are scooping it up. You're selling it and the whales are buying it. And the thing right here is the same thing with Bitcoin. We are actually above the simple moving average on the weekly. We're at 34.32 and it's at 33.78. We could be in an area to blast off of support right here. And like I said, go up and touch that $23,000 level again. This is looking, like there is a recovery in the immediate future. Now, there is a double side to this is, we get rejected here on the EMA 9 and then we take further pullbacks, but I don't see that happening. I think we had our bottom, our, further push down before the breakout. They might push it down one more time to 18,000, 17,000, and then we go up again. But either way, whether that happens, we go up now or we wait, get pushed down a little bit further and then go up. So we're in an area where we're good. The market's going to turn around very soon. That's my opinion, not financial advice, of course. But let's go in and look at Polygon. I know some of my long-term peeps like them some Polygon, and it's sitting at about 78 cents, which is a good price for Polygon in a bear market, right? I think it went down to like 30 cents. But it has done really well in the bear market. It's a layer 2 solution for Ethereum that has basically started its own, layer 1 as well. So it does its own thing. Plus, it can act as a layer 1 or a layer 2 for Ethereum to speed up transactions, stuff like that. So, yeah, I would have said that was an inverse head and shoulders right there, but we are in a falling wedge type deal, maybe. No, that's like a descending triangle. Okay. I mean, if I go like this, we're good to go. Yeah. Okay, we're good. It's not a descending triangle because I could put it right here. I mean, there is a chance that this plays out because it does kind of go all the way back to there. But it's a little bit lower than where we're at here. So it would have to go pretty low to break to the low side of this. So it'd have to go all the way to about 76 cents, 7624. So it'd have to dump about 2 cents which it did over here, right? So it would have to break this level right here. But the more likely scenario is that we're in a falling wedge here. And with Bitcoin, being in the position it's at, being in a strong spot on pretty much everything to recover, we do have a lot of resistance, not just on the weekly, but on the daily as well. But it looks like we're in a place to overcome. We are below the simple moving average here on the daily, and that's what needs to change. We're good on the weekly, but in the shorter time frames, we need to start to turn bullish a little bit. to sustain some movement. The RSI says we don't have enough on the daily. At least on the weekly, we're still good. But on the daily, we don't have enough volume to sustain this price as of right now. So 19,000, we're kind of on the edge of holding it, right? So, but if we break out back up below or above the simple moving average, that means we're bullish again. We have support underneath of us, and we're going to move to the upside. So that is going to be the big indicator to know that we've turned around, is when the RSI goes above the simple moving average. And that's something we need to keep in our eye out on. And I'm going to look at it tonight when I do my Bitcoin technical analysis. But I think that's about all we're going to have for today. Let's look at the chat real quick. But as you see, I showed you several different cryptos, a few different cryptos that have a possibility to break out. One that already did break out. All of them are cryptos that we've talked about on the channel for months and months and months and years. So I'm going to try to do more of leading you guys to good cryptos at good timing. I did it with Cardano before it went to $2. But that's in the past, right? I did it at Bitcoin at 10,000. And so I think Internet Computer right now is at a good buy. I think Ankr right now is at a good buy. AMP, that's a 50-50 for me. It's going to be so slow and tedious that I don't think I'd want to buy AMP right now. I just don't have the patience for that slow of a profit. What else? Bitcoin is even looking pretty decent right now. Ethereum at these low levels are pretty good. So I think the market in general is looking pretty solid. I believe that we are at an area at the bottom where the bulls have a very big opportunity to make that double bottom a thing on the weekly. And that would be a major move to the upside. And I think maybe that's what the bulls were waiting for, is hoping, hey, well, if we're going to let the bears take a position, let's put ourselves in a position to advance after they take that level. We're going to use it as a double bottom and keep going. And that's what I think, in my opinion, is happening here. And I hope it plays out that way. So let's see what you guys are saying real quick. What's up, guys? If no one uses ICP, it's not going to go up. A lot of people use ICP. There's a lot of volume in it. That's how you can tell. XRP and Matic all day, baby. Yeah, when there's no volume in a crypto, that's when you worry. But when you have, a solid amount of volume, you don't got to worry about nothing. We're just here in the background. I have 160 ICP staked for 7.5 years, constantly accumulating. And that's good because what the cool thing about that is you can spawn new neurons. So if you have a certain amount of ICP and you need hey, I want to buy, like an NFT, and then you could save up your maturity, spawn a new neuron, and go buy your NFT, and you don't have to wait for 7.5 years. Or you could, what I do is I compound it. I take the ICP that I earn, I merge it back into the neuron. So that way I earn one extra ICP in my neuron a week now, or 2 weeks, or I don't know how long it is, but it's pretty fast. That's cool. And I got all my NFTs chilling. That's the way I'm hoping to set myself up for that situation where I have all my stuff just kicking it all day. Bitcoin is S&P 500 of the crypto market. It's going down. Everything goes down. Yeah, that's the thing. Bitcoin's in the S&P 500 basically. The people that bought Bitcoin and also the ETFs. That's when Bitcoin really started to get manipulated, and we saw Bitcoin using the Bitcoin hammer. I think the ETF has a big, massive part to do with the Bitcoin hammer, the ETF, because there's a lot of corporation money, and that's big money. It's hard to move Bitcoin because look, 38 billion in volume. But what if 20 billion in volume comes from a corporation? Then they can move the market with $20 billion. I guarantee it. So it's not you, it's ICP. People just aren't latched on it, right? Oh, they will. And it's actually starting to get more and more adopters. As Open Chat opens up, the world for sending Bitcoin through chat, ICP through chat, maybe ICP tokens through chat. You can send ICP tokens on Discover. I think they're doing it maybe for District as well. There's a lot of doors that are starting to open up now. The Bitcoin integration is coming within the next couple of months. I bet by 2023, it's going to be live and running. The testnet's already up. Like they're just working out all the bugs now. So this is a buy the rumor, sell the news, the Bitcoin integration. That's what you do. Is you buy the rumor, you sell the news. And what's the rumor? That ICP is going to directly integrate with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all other compatible and willing cryptos, right? And the news will be, okay, ICP can now trade Bitcoin on a smart contract on the native Bitcoin blockchain. That will be the news. There will be a small sell-off or a big sell-off then, or maybe a big purchase first, because a lot of people, it's going to be weird. There's going to be like a trade-off, because the people who are selling the news are actually probably pretty few right now. So there's going to probably be more people FOMOing in than people selling the news, because the ones who know buy the rumor, sell the news, and we know ICP, we're going to be the ones to profit off of the sell the news. Like, what if ICP goes to $100 real quick in the bear market because of the Bitcoin integration? I'm taking profit real quick. If we go to $100 in the bear market, I'm getting out real quick, and then I'm going to wait for it to go back down, because it will, and then I'll buy back in and have a lot more ICP. So you never know. Look what happened with ACH just now and went up 44%. So internet computer could go up 100% in a day. We could go from $5 to $10. You know, we could really go up quickly after, you know, something massive like that. Like, so we normally get 50 million in volume on the internet computer a day. What if we get $1 billion in volume in one day on the internet computer because of the Bitcoin integration? $1 billion. Now you're starting to talk Ethereum, Bitcoin levels. There's only a few cryptos that do $1 billion daily volume. Very few cryptos do over $1 billion. That's a lot of money. And Bitcoin does it like it's nothing now, guys. Just remember that. In the bear market, we just had a $38 billion day on Bitcoin. That is not something to just like scoff at. We still have almost $1 trillion in the market. So we're in a good place. It's just we're in a bear market. Wait, and we're good. Accumulate. That's all you have to do. If you're just collecting right now, you're doing the right thing. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP, Bitcoin, XRP, Ankr, Polygon, Alchemy Pay, and that's it. Bang!